Hey tweakers, the Nvidia GeForce apps needed a change for a long time. Finally, Nvidia updated it with a new beta version. This app aims to replace both Nvidia Control Panel and GeForce Experience, merging them into one. So far, it has replaced G4 Experience for me. Firstly, it looks better with a modern, clean design. Secondly, it works much faster with no lag. Thirdly, it has many features. There is a new driver section with lots of info on updates. An optimization section lets you optimize games with one click. The in-game overlay for capturing and recording gameplays is better, now supporting 120 FPS recording. There is also a performance overlay for measuring in-game performance. It has got lots of new features for free. An optimization section lets you optimize any games with just one click. The in-game overlay for capturing and recording gameplays has been upgraded, now supporting 120 FPS recording. Additionally, there is a new performance overlay for measuring in-game performance, including PC latency. Also, there are new AI game features or filters that can easily change the appearance of your games with just one click. The Nvidia app also features a Discover section at the bottom. Here, you can explore various applications like GeForce Now and their broadcasting feature, which sounds intriguing. Additionally, there is a frame view and much more to explore. Another significant improvement is that you no longer need to log in to access Nvidia GeForce Experience. As you can see, I am not logged in, which was previously an essential step to use the application. You couldn't bypass it or be in guest mode like I am here. However, for promotional offers displayed on screen, logging in is required. Moving on to the Nvidia control panel, you will notice that many settings are missing in the Nvidia app compared to the control panel. They are not available in the app yet, but I imagine they will be added in the future. It appears that Nvidia is attempting to replace the Nvidia app with the GeForce Experience app. That is why you can have both of them installed simultaneously. As you can see on the screen here, I currently have both the app itself and the control panel installed. However, when you install the Nvidia app, it automatically removes the Nvidia GeForce Experience. If you want to try out this app, simply search Nvidia app on your browser. The first link you see will be from Nvidia app for gamers and creators. Click on it to easily download the beta version. Before installing, ensure you check the system requirement to avoid any issues. The operating system support is good and it does not require much RAM or disk space. However, you do need a relatively modern driver. The CPU and GPU support are also reasonable. Keep in mind that since the app is still in beta phase, you may encounter some issues as it hasn't been fully released yet. As you can see, when I open the application, it works seamlessly and performs well. This will likely be the experience for most users. If you navigate to the driver section, you will find the option to update to the latest driver. Typically, updating is recommended as it brings new features, fixes bugs, and optimizes games further. However, some people prefer to wait and gauge general feedback before updating immediately. In the graphics section, you will notice the new Optimize button. This feature simplifies games optimization with a single click. There is also a performance and quality section where adjusting settings can optimize games performance at the cost of visual quality, but I prefer manual adjustment in the global settings. One notable setting is the RTX Digital Vibrance, which enhances visual clarity using AI. I haven't experimented much with it yet, so I keep it off for now, which will be good to prioritize the performance. Now in CUDA GPUs, ensure your main GPU is selected, which is usually the default option. As for the DSR factors, I prefer to keep this option off for image scaling as it boosts FPS at the expense of rendering, resolution and game quality. So I prefer to keep this option as off also. Low latency mode is a setting that is off by default. You can opt for either on or ultra as it enhances game responsiveness and smoothness. I typically keep max frame rate off. For monitor technology, I keep it set to G-Sync compatible since my monitor supports it. However, you can opt for a fixed refresh rate if preferred, especially if your monitor doesn't support G-Sync. Power management mode is typically set to normal by default, which works well with my GPU and system overall. Some users report improved FPS with the maximum performance option though. Regarding shader cache size, the default setting is usually around 4 GB, which may result in the game not recalling its surrounding well. Increasing it to unlimited can improve loading times and reduce stuttering. Despite this, I find the default settings adequate for me now, so I'll stick with it. Let's see vertical sync. I usually let the 3D application decide. I also keep the virtual reality off as well. Moving on to the redeem section, it mostly contains promotions which are not particularly significant. Finally, in the settings option under system, you can view detailed system specifications and toggle various features. I recommend enabling the ones you use and disabling the ones you don't. For instance, I don't use game filters or photo mode, so I turn those off. Additionally, I disable the scanning feature at the bottom. Notifications like driver updates and available rewards can sometimes cause slight lag spikes, so I prefer to disable both notifications as a general rule. Now let's talk about section, which doesn't offer much information. It does have a privacy option which I prefer to disable. In fact, I disable all privacy options in Windows and general across all platforms. Once that is done, you can now open the Nvidia control panel and navigate to the 3D settings. This concludes a brief overview of the new Nvidia app and the optimal settings I have disconnected so far. It certainly replaces the GeForce Experience app with its improved interface and overlay settings. However, it doesn't entirely replace the Nvidia control panel, as many settings like texture filtering are still unavailable in the app. For now, I will continue using both apps and configuring them for the best settings to get the best performance out of them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.